WWE fans, the WWE Universe, we have got an emergency situation developing right now at John Cena's final match for Saturday night's main event on December the 13th. Backstage rumors are exploding about a potential health scare that could cancel the biggest farewell in the history of the WWE. But not only that, but a swerve. A swerve to be potentially, likely thrown in. Of course, plans can always change. But it's exploding about a potential health scare that could change and cancel the biggest farewell in WWE history. Let me break down everything that we know right now at this stage of the damned game. Now, before we dive into this, it's so important, so crucial to become a channel member. Donate below in the comment section with a super thanks donation or become a channel member. Or remember to hype up the video, guys. There is that option to hype up the video. Go click the hype button somewhere around this video. Now, before we dive into this video, I want to make it perfectly crystal clear with all of you. This is rumor and speculation based on backstage gossip that is circulating right now on Sunday. As of today, October the 26th, 2025, WWE has not officially canceled John Cena's final match. The Saturday night's main event show is still scheduled for December the 13th at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C., streaming on Peacock at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. But here is why this rumor has the entire WWE universe and WWE fans on edge. Multiple sources are reporting that concerns about John Cena's ability to compete after his two back-to-back matches that were grueling and physical and violent between Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles. John Cena's ability to compete, and when you're talking about a 47-year-old legend who has been wrestling for over 2 decades, health concerns are absolutely real. So let's break down what's being said behind the scenes according to those in the know. So what exactly are we talking about here? Well, you know what? If you're thinking about John Cena's recent health history, you're thinking about back, you're thinking about his neck, you're thinking about his legs, you're thinking about John Cena's overall health going into this retirement tour. But that's not all, though. That is certainly not all. Well, according to backstage whispers, there are concerns about John Cena's physical condition heading into what is supposed to be his final match. Now, we know that Cena has dealt with health issues in the past. He's been treated for skin cancer twice, once on his chest and once on his shoulder. Both were successfully removed, and John Cena has been open about those procedures. Yes, John Cena did indeed have cancer. But here's where it gets interesting. Sources are saying that recent medical evaluations have raised new concerns. We're not talking about the skin cancer coming back, but rather the cumulative effects of 23 years of punishment on his body, and it takes a toll at the end of the day. Think about it. This is a guy in John Cena who has taken thousands of bumps, performed the attitude adjustment countless of times, or better known as the FU back in the day, and worked a schedule that could break most people. The specific concerns being mentioned, potential issues with his neck and spine. Now, John Cena has had neck surgery back in the day, and anyone who has followed his career knows he has dealt with nagging injuries. But at 47 years of old, those old injuries don't heal the same they did when he was 30 or 35 years old. Here's what makes this situation very different from typical injury rumors. WWE is reportedly being extremely cautious with Cena because this isn't just another match, viewers. This is supposed to be his final match, his retirement match, where he goes off into the sunset and calls it a day. The WWE doesn't want his last moment in a WWE ring to be career-ending injury or worse, something that affects his quality of life after wrestling. Because we all know John Cena and Hollywood, the connection. We know the commercials. We know all these different things, all these outside ventures he does with the WWE. One source described it as WWE wanting to protect Cena from himself because, as we all know, John Cena is the ultimate company guy. He would wrestle through the pain, the agony. He would perform injured. He would never, ever want to disappoint the fans. But Triple H and the medical team are supposedly taking a different approach this time. Now, we're talking about the performance here. You know, again, the real health history of John Cena's cancer, the emotional weight that it has for thousands of bumps, specific injury mention that we talked about, the fact that he is 47 years old, the references of Triple H, the authority figure angle, proven performer for this very channel that I talk about, and this one, the backstage politics and the response. Again, the backstage politics and the response that are going into this right now. Now let's talk about what's happening behind the curtain in WWE headquarters. We know that WWE are dealing with a bunch of injuries. Seth Rollins won't be performing at WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley is questionable. Gunther is out. Liv Morgan is out. There is a lot of superstars that are injured or going in for surgery or that will not be able to compete for a very long time. And obviously that is weighing heavy on the WWE roster. So the WWE is going to be very skinny going into WrestleMania. The WWE, their top talents, their top names for WrestleMania is going to be very scaled down. So can the WWE really ill afford John Cena to retire right now? The thing is if John Cena does have a health scare or something that is making him not compete, the WWE could still, listen, here's the twist here. Here is the Russo swerve, as you like to call it. They could still go along with the planned retirement of John Cena, but instead of retiring in 2025, they could extend it to 2026 to say, well, John Cena went down with an injury. John Cena is not 100%, and John Cena does not want to compete unless he is leveling at 100%. So again, due to the WWE roster being thin, due to not many top stars right now, top names being at WrestleMania, again, they could ill afford to lose someone like John Cena right at this stage of the game. So let's pick up where we left off here. Let's talk about what's happening behind the curtains in WWE, because this is where the story gets really interesting. Triple H is in a tough position right now. On one hand, you've got John Cena, arguably the biggest star of the past 20 years, if not the greatest of all time, the GOAT, who wants to go out on his own terms with a proper farewell match. On the other hand, you've got a medical team saying we need to be careful here. Sources say that there have been multiple meetings between Triple H, Nick Khan, and WWE's medical staff about how to handle the situation, according to rumors online. The concern isn't just about John Cena's health, it's about the optics. It's something that if something happens to John Cena in his final match, that becomes WWE's legacy moment for all the wrong reasons. Remember what happened with Edge. He had to retire in 2011 because of neck injuries. Remember Paige. Remember what happened to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Remember what happened to the late, great, well, some would say great, Chris Benoit, all the neck injuries he had. Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, he had a broken freaking neck. You gotta really pay attention here, viewers. It took Edge some 9+ years before he could safely return. WWE doesn't want that kind of situation with John Cena, especially when this is supposed to be a celebration of his WWE career. But here's the complicated factor. Saturday night's main event is on December the 13th, and it is a huge deal for WWE, a major opportunity to spike a lot of ratings. It's a big return to NBC. It's a premium live event. It's Cena's final match, and it's supposed to be the selling point. Tickets are sold, and promoted materials are out there, and the entire show was built around this moment. So what are the WWE's options about John Cena? From what I am hearing, there are 3 rumored scenarios being discussed. Option 1, proceed as planned, but modify the match to be shorter and less physically demanding, maybe a 10-minute match instead of a 20 or 25-minute match. Option 2, postpone the final match. Again, this is what I just talked about. Postpone the final match to WrestleMania in April of 2026. Give Cena more time to get medically cleared in building an even bigger moment. Option 3, and this is the nuclear option, have John Cena appear at Saturday night's main event, but announce his retirement without wrestling, saving the actual final match for a later date. Each option has its pros and cons, and from what I'm hearing, the game Triple H and WWE are leaning toward protecting Cena's long-term health over short-term business. Again, guys, it all boils down to your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions. As you can see, this is big, this is drastic, and this could be definitely historic. But what option do you want to see? Option 1, option 2, or option 3? And do you think John Cena's retirement should be extended till next year's WrestleMania extravaganza on pay-per-view and streaming all over ESPN? It used to be on Peacock, but as we all know, that is not happening in 2025, going into 2026. So, viewers, fans, and subscribers, what is the move? What would be riskier? What would be a higher emotion? Do you think Gunther is the superstar that should be John Cena's final opponent? And then, of course, the rumors are running rampant. The rumors are going wild that it will be John Cena defeating Dominic Mysterio, John Cena will win one title that has eluded him his entire career. John Cena will win one WWE Championship he has never won, and that is the Intercontinental Championship. Do you want to see John Cena become the next Intercontinental Champion? Because if that happens, it would then be John Cena one-on-one with Gunther at Saturday night's main event in an Intercontinental Championship clash, where there is rumor and speculation that John Cena would lose for only the second or third time in his career by being in a submission hold where he would either have to pass out, knock out, or tap out. Or the man that says never give up, John Cena having to give up to Gunther, and then we would have another brand new Intercontinental Champion in Gunther once again. Now, the WWE has been teasing a massive return to the company. You saw the teaser last night on Halloween Havoc, and now the WWE has strategically posted yet another teaser about this person's return, and all signs are pointing it to being the ring general himself, Gunther. Is this something you're interested in? Are you invested in it? Do you want to see the ring general return? And do you think that John Cena should become the Intercontinental Champion at the Survivor Series? Because that is one of the matches being rumored for that event. And again, as I always say in the month of November, it is a November to remember. Subscribe, click the bell, donate below, become a channel member today by using your credit card. Because here on this show, it's clashing with the brash and brazen. Subscribe. Because this is the show that you will always see me. And that ain't no L-I-E.